Let's talk about outsourcing video marketing. Now, the cool thing about outsourcing video marketing is that you can take one piece of content, a video that you shoot just like this, and you can turn it into a bunch of different things. You can turn it into an audio, so you can have content for a podcast. You can take pictures out of the video and then, create images for your website, for your social media properties. You can create memes out of this. You can create Instagram posts out of this. You can create thumbnails for your YouTube videos out of this. And it all starts with creating a video. So what you need to have in mind is you need to have an end goal. You need to understand what kind of content you're going to be creating and ideally a template or an overview, a look for the video so that you can have someone step in and do this and do the editing for you. So to start off, you're going to have an entire process in place once this is complete. And the first step is going to be to kind of understand what an intro looks like and whether you should or shouldn't have an intro. And a lot of my videos, I don't have an intro, and there's two different trains of thoughts for this. One is that you should always have an intro for like branding long term, and the other is that you don't really need an intro because a lot of people will skip through it. It's just like if you've ever watched a show on Netflix and then they have that little skip intro button. There's two trains of thoughts, like you can either like it or you don't like it. And when it comes to video editing, you want to make sure that your editor knows if you want to have one or if you don't want to have one so that they can create it. And you will need to be, you're going to be responsible for actually telling them what you want that outline or that intro video to look like. I've struggled with this myself, trying to figure out a way to get across the credentials and kind of share my personality in an intro that's short because you don't want it to be too long. And I've struggled with that. You might struggle as well. It's gonna take time, so don't expect that it's just gonna immediately work out. After that, what you actually get into is the actual video. What kind of layout do you like? Okay, so if you're gonna be giving someone a video to edit, ideally we'll want to have an idea in mind. If you wanna be on one side of the camera, or if you wanna be on the other side of the camera, or if you wanna be far away so that they can do like zoom ins, or if you wanna be closer to the camera so that you can have closer eye contact for your customer, the person who's gonna be consuming the content. So with video content, you need to let your editor know the kind of layout that you like. Like they can have little like images pop up here or over here. They can have things up here. They can have things up here. And if you like something, like let's say you're watching a content creator, someone on YouTube who has been doing this for a long time, and you like that kind of structure, that kind of background music, the images that they use, the B-roll, the footage that just kind of flashes in and out, like the flow of the video. You want to let your outsourcer know this. You want to let your video editing person know the style that you like so that they can recreate it. And it's not going to be perfect the first time, like nothing ever is. The thing is, as you kind of get to know each other better and you work more together, you work with each other, each of you can give each other ideas on things. Like for instance, in my videos, Ray, my editor, does an awesome job of adding different images, I had him do a light bulb above my head in one of the videos, and it was awesome. Like it was the coolest thing because I can't do that. But I let him know that I would like that, and he did it. So doing that kind of thing, like having that in mind when you're creating these video content, let these people know, let your employee, your outsourcer know what your viewpoint of it is. And you're gonna make little tweaks, you're gonna make little tests, you're gonna like things, you're not gonna like things, and then being open about everything, like letting them know, I like what you did at minute 2:15, and this can all be done through email or Skype or even like Facebook Messenger, just another way of kind of communicating with these people, communicating with your employee, letting them know what you like and what you don't like so that they can do more of the stuff you like and not do the stuff you don't like. Because as we know, over time you're gonna get better at things and they're gonna get better at things, and as you guys are working together, the whole system's gonna work better. The whole flow of the video. If you use intro, if you use outro, that kind of stuff's gonna come together. And then eventually you're gonna have the perfect video template for yourself. And then after that, it's simply just creating content, plugging it into the system. So you'll notice that I talk a lot about systems, and there's a good reason for that, because systems rule. Like, When you have systems for things, it makes it so much easier to get something done. It's just like going into a McDonald's. They have a system that works predictably. No matter where you are in the world, you're going to get similar, you're gonna have the same type of cheeseburger or the same type of French fries. And that's the kind of mindset that you wanna have, like the systems mindset, like I mentioned in a previous video. You want to have these systems in place so that you can shoot a video and you can hand it off. You can hand off like the raw footage, the raw file to your editor, and then they can step in and they can do the rest of like the creative process, all of the video editing, all of the cutting, all of the adding of background music, the images, all of that stuff. And as you do this, you're gonna get better and better, and you guys are both gonna like things, dislike things, like I mentioned. So always keep in mind, have the system to think in systems, to kind of, when you're shooting video, like have a specific layout that you personally like and that's easy for your editor to step in to do. Like an intro, like what the video is about. 2 is gonna be, well, there's actually another good thing that's like, tell them what you're gonna tell them, and then tell them what you told them. So that's a good layout for videos. If you're doing videos in your marketing, which you should be, that's what this entire video is about. And you'll notice I'm actually doing what I'm, sharing. I'm practicing what I'm preaching here, if you will. But basically, like, create the systems as you do this, and then make sure you're working with your outsourcer to kind of constantly improve, like constantly work on and constantly improving your message, your delivery, and your content is gonna get significantly better the more you do this. So thanks again for watching this video series. If you have questions, if you want to learn more, there's gonna be links to the previous video and the next video somewhere up here. And then there's gonna also be links down below so you can learn more. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.